Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus and this is Krastorio 2. Let me set some things up here. There we go. Yes, so this is my playthrough of Krastorio 2. First time I've ever played this. Sorry, I just need to adjust my hand thing. First time I've ever played this complete overhaul mod, and the first complete overhaul mod I've ever really played. Well, I suppose Dectorio probably counts, but yes, so we'll get the game loaded up. I have done a bit since the stream yesterday. Nothing particularly interesting. So, at the end of yesterday's stream, we had set up a little. I've forgotten. We need to go and add on loaders. I've forgotten loaders. But what the heck happened there? I forgot the loaders basically. So we set this up. Oh, I've not put lights on it either. Crikey, that's a bad form. We set this up, which is some belts and some pipes, because that's what we needed to kind of finish off the train stuff. And what I basically did was I connected the belts up. So we've got a load of belt now, so I connected that up. So it's just added on there. I think I can't remember whether I'd done this or not, but I added on an extra row here. We don't have inserters. That's our next job we need to do. What else did I do? I did some tiny things, like I added more solar panels here, but we've run out, so we need to. That's something that will be fixed eventually. I also started deleting some of these things, tidying up the old whatever you want to call it, production area thing. Not really done a lot of it, there's still loads left, and we could pick some of these up as well. But I also moved the wood outside of the. I forgot to put a radar on it. I moved the wood outside of this area here so that it's not blocking it, and it's easier to expand, which means putting a pipe on and blah blah blah. So it's just a little bit of tidying up I've been doing. I nipped up to the this one here and finished it off with the miners, so it's all ready to go, and put some tags on the map. So just some busy work basically. The plan for today is, as noted here, we're going to try and do steel and silicon. If we get time, we may do some of the oil stuff as well, but to really properly do that, we kind of need to get the trains, back up and running. Train, production up and running. For example, here I've run out of rail, so we've not. Sorry, I've still got me strap things a bit tight. We've still got the rail, tiny bit of rail missing there, for example. So this couldn't run anyway, but we could hook up the copper. There's all sorts of jobs to do. The priority, though, as I say, is to add loaders onto this, because I forgot. I might tweak it, actually, just the layout of it. And then to do inserters. Now, to do inserters, we need steel, you see. So we can't do all of the to do all of the inserters, we need steel. So we do need to get the steel set up, which could give us an issue in the, say, that we've not got any train tracks. So I don't quite know how I'm going to do that, but we could always just sort of hand feed. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Hand feed in a bit of silic. Oh, I extended the belts here, and I say we've got loads of belt now, so I've sort of been doing that. There's something else I did. Oh well, I suppose because I hooked the belt up here, it's now processing iron there. So I attach these. I'm still thieving some copper off because I say we can't quite set the other copper outpost up. You see, so yeah. So what we need to do here is we need to add on loaders. To do that, we need transport belts and iron beams again, of course, which are all here. But what I'm thinking is we sort of switch up this so that it's more like that, and we can put the loaders. Do I want 2 stacks of loaders? Probably not. So we have loaders in here. And then we've just put another belt, regular transport belt production there. Because being loaders, all they need, as I say, is the iron beams and more transport belt, so we can do that pretty easily. So you need some on that. Oh, I've not got any long-handed. Yeah, I can make a handful. Like that. So that should get that making. Put that now, and again, we don't have any fast inserters, so let's make a few of them. Put that in there. That's one stack of that. Just chunking away with that. The tweak I was thinking is basically perhaps we rearrange this a little bit so that... oh, can I not fit that in? That's annoying. What could I do there? I could maybe put them away. Maybe just get rid of little bits of iron that we've got. Maybe I don't need quite so many furnaces. And get rid of that. As per usual, just the inventory absolutely stuffed full of junk. Yeah, and we maybe put these in line, basically, so that... Oh, of course, there's a million belts in there, so it's not going to let me do that. If I transfer that over... Can't get them all. Take that. And then a couple of stacks there. I can grab those belts back. We want a filter on it to prevent any silliness. Yeah, and I'm thinking, you know, put this here. Put them in there. Like that. Put a little limit. Maybe we want a bit more on that. Limit on that there. We want a filter. What I could do with that one... Actually, you're not chunking away making too many of them. What I could do with this... What could I do with that? We could use a long-handed, I guess, instead. It's just to get them in line, because it's usually a little sort of easier to manage if everything's in line. In my experience of my way of playing the game. That... And then, what do I want? I want a light there, probably, rather than there. In fact, let's put them there. Is that capped? It's capped, but there's no filter on it. You've got a filter. You've got a filter. You've got a filter. Oh, that's that one there. That's got a filter. Cool. So we can then put the other one on the other side. Some lights. In fact, let's put that light there. That one there. And then maybe a bit of light there. And then this is going to be... What is this going to be? This is going to be undergrounds? Undergrounds. And then we just put the belts for this. Let's just copy it over. Right, no. Do you need... You need beams, okay. And then you need those. This needs to be undergrounds. Like so. Filter on that. Is that better? So we've now got undergrounds, loaders, regular belts, wait. Oh no, those are splitters, not undergrounds. Thought I'd double that up. We got that. Oh yes, I was going to add one on here, wasn't I, with a long-handed... Because these are quite slow, for some reason. So that's that. That's the extra boost there. Cool. Yeah, okay, so what we need to do now is inserters. I'm just thinking... I mean, really, should move... No, it's okay. I very much doubt we'll do any beacons or anything like that. So, we need inserters. Oh, I mean, I added this path as well. That's another little thing I did, for example. Or, well, I got the bots to do. Obviously, I didn't do it. I mean, imagine doing some work yourself. Right, so we need inserters. I don't think I'm going to bother with regular inserters at all. So we'll call them defunct. But that means we need steel, you see. Because we can do long-handed, because that's just iron. But we need steel for those. We need steel for those. We need steel for those. And we need steel for those. So basically we need steel. We can make, I think there's a little bit of steel just sort of hanging around. And I could always feed, I mean, I guess I could temporarily feed some iron down here. Or feed it around or something like that maybe. To make a little bit more. Oops, sorry about that. Right, so, back at the original base. Now, you see, this was steel being made here. I picked it all up. But we've got a coke steel, or whatever it's called, whatever that is. So we could just temporarily like put a bit of production back in, and I could just hand feed in oops. Is that fuel I've got? Right, okay. Yeah, I could just hand feed in, you know, some. So this wants to be steel, and we could just put in, say, 100 in each, or something like that. Like so. In fact, if I don't do that, it might be a little bit better. And then we can go and find the one. Or I can just hand make them, can't I? Because we're sort of. We've run out of fast inserters, and I'm using fast inserters everywhere. I mean, we could go and grab all the old, you know, yellow inserters and effectively reuse them, I guess. But yeah, we can also just sort of, oops, feed in some iron into the furnaces. So let's boost that up a bit. It obviously won't actually run properly. But we can get 60 odd steel, which gives us 60 odd fast inserters. Okay, so that should let us make the actual build for the fast inserters. I say, a strange point where it's like you have to build the thing. You need some of the thing to build the thing you want the machines to build. So I could reuse the yellow ones, but we might as well use fast inserters you know, from the get-go. Obviously, we'll set this up without the actual steel in place, and then we'll go and put the steel together. I say, how I'm going to make the railway circuit, I don't know. Railway circuit, railway track. I mean, I could just hand feed that in as well, I guess. Yes, but what we need to do, basically, is make some these inserter parts, and they're made from iron sticks and iron gear wheels. So we can essentially do the same idea here. So we can do iron gear wheels. We'll probably need a bit bigger, I think. So we can do iron sticks and gear wheels. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. So this is all made out of iron. So oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. I'll plop the machines down, right? Because we want those. I'm not entirely sure how many I need and what other ingredients I need. So let's have a see. We want to make basically every type of inserter except the blue ones, except the yellow ones. Well, and you know, burner ones. So we want long, we want fast, we want filter, we want stack, and we want stack filter. Now, what does everything need? So these are in the territory of needing steel and advanced circuits, so we've not even got a build for that. So we won't be making... I could hand feed them in, but we need red circuits and steel. That's green circuits and steel as well. So that needs iron sticks, but nothing needs... Oh, it needs automation cores as well. Okay. So we could sneak some automation cores up somehow as well. If these are... How does the numbers look for that? Oh, I've got an empty machine. Hang on. That sometimes... Well, it feels to me like it goes weird, but I don't think it does. Right, so in theory we are short by 8... what should we call it? Inserter parts machines. But I don't necessarily need to produce them, you know, at rate, as it were. You know, as I don't... You know, I can just have them... You know, we're not going to need a continuous supply of filter inserters. We're just going to need a few if and when we need them. We're not going to need a continuous supply of stack filter inserters. So, you know, some of them we will need a lot of, particularly those two. Some will need quite a few of and some very few of. So I'm not fussed about doing all 8, but that is quite short. So perhaps if we end up with 4 machines... So if there were 2 here as well, but then we'd be short on... Oh, what happened there? Then we'd be short on... Oh, my bots aren't on, are they? On iron and gear wheels, presumably. Yeah, so we're short then by 1 of those and 2 of those. Okay. So... I mean, we might as well just double that up then. So, if I put these 2 here, temporarily, so that I don't forget the numbers. And, oops, we'll have that like that, that like that. So what does that look like? I'm actually wondering, because all of these need steel, but these 2 need steel gear wheels as well. And red circuits, whereas those 2 need green circuits. So perhaps it's 2 builds. Yeah, I think that probably makes a bit more sense. So if we do... So I want a little bit of a gap there. That there. And then we want to cut them out. Not there. There. Trying to think. So, because we also need steel, don't we? Maybe what I could do instead. Yeah, if I do a reverse feed style. So we take all of them out. And then... Oh. Yeah, okay, so... If I move all this up... Oops. they need to go up there, don't they? But we can have these come out like that. So what do the numbers look like on that? Not enough gear wheels. Okay. Because I can use the near and far thing as well, can't I? I forgot about that. Actually, let's move these two up. And then we'll put the extra gear wheels there. And then yeah, so these don't need... Okay. Right, so these feed in like this. Oops. Needs to be long-handed. And then output. I'm going to need more long-handed, but I can make tons of them. So like that. I'm actually wondering, because that just needs... I mean, that needs automation cores, but it's the only one. And everything else is like steel and circuits and stuff. So perhaps red circuits is actually here or something? What did it need? Oh, it needs sticks. But then we could direct feed the sticks, couldn't we? Yeah, okay. Do I need to go a bit further up? Because I'm basically going to bring those over that way. Okay, so put that on there. And then that needs to be that, but on the near side. Oh, that little thing it does with the... Oh! Electric, you know, short-circuity animation thing. Right, so you need automation cores and iron sticks. Well, we got a bit of a lane here. And it can grab these from here. It can put them in a chest here. Like so. It's a bit close to the walkway, but I've done the same there, so can't complain. And we want just those. So it's got sticks. So it's not got the automation cores, but that's because I've not given them an output yet. Like so. And then we, I guess, take them along that way. A little bit untidy, but that's fine. Why are you not making any... Oh, you need automation cores, don't you? So we can do a little cheeky automation course here. I mean, I spent all last stream making the blooming things. Not really, because they're not used in the belts. Well, they are. I mean, I suppose they're used in the undergrounds, but it's a lot of production for a tiny amount of undergrounds. Not underground, splitters. So I'll take that up there. So you should start making... Huh, I don't know if they're different things, but these look different on the belt. I don't know if they get randomly jumbled around by the looks of things. Oh, I guess because it's got different formats for... Yeah, that makes sense. For the different types, as it were. Right, so we can get rid of all of this. And now we got... Well, we can set these up, but I say we haven't got the steel... Well, not that one. We haven't got the steel for them. So you need green circuits, you need green circuits, so we might as well have you two together. Green circuits, so you just need steel plate, you just need steel plate. And you need green circuits. Okay. You then need... In fact, maybe it ends up more like... oh, power pole in the middle style. And then we could put both of those there. That could output there. And that needs a filter on it. I'd normally use passive providers usually. Because that's the advantage passive providers have. And it's about the only advantage, to be honest with you. That they... the bots won't put anything in them. Right, so if you're... say stack inserters and your stack filters, we do the same thing. So lots of them, tiny number of them. And then this is actually them, and this is actually them. Okay, so that's our sort of basic arrangement. How would we be feeding things up? So it needs... everything needs inserter parts, but some of them need steel plate and steel gear wheels, and some need green circuits and some need red circuits. So that suggests to me that we need a core here that is steel, and perhaps some machines here making steel gear wheels. We could, in fact, actually we could there, and we could have the inserter parts coming up. Well, one of them. Now, do I get tricksy with it? Do I try and do steel plates on one side and them on the other? Because you need green circuits, you need red circuits, but it's only them that need steel gear wheels. So we could maybe offset this in some way. I don't know that that's valid number-wise, is it? So in theory it's 2 down, but say it's them that it's really going to be producing, and that's fine. So it's just whatever's left becomes those. What rate do those consume at? 3. Okay. So a full belt is probably not needed. What's the total? 9. So it is a bit more than half a belt, isn't it? It's the problem. But only really a problem if we were producing at rate. So we could probably try and... what I'm basically thinking is I have a... oops. Half a belt of steel. Oh, well, I could do it on either side, couldn't I? Oh, that's probably easier. So that's steel coming in, and that's then on that side. We can... in fact, it's probably better to properly offset them. And then this can grab steel before the gear wheels. And so can this. So we've got steel on that side. These guys then input and output there. That then, in fact, that does need plates, doesn't it? Okay. So that gives them both that, as well as inserter parts. You need inserter parts. I put them the opposite way around, haven't I? Do it like that, keep it a bit tidier. And then we could maybe just have a mixed belt, mixed ready-greeny belt. And I could always put a... I quite like this weird trick I've come up with. I don't know if a lot of people have used it, but you can... oh, wrong side. You can use one of them to sort of filter a half and half belt. So effectively we would have green circuits, red circuits feeding on there. Okay. So where can we put this? We need this. to be kind of there, I think. But then it... Maybe if I put it there... Because we want 1, 2, 3 for theoretical... whatchamacallits? Beacons. Maybe if I just put it there. Or there even. No, if I put it there, then we can get one of those in now. Oh, is that my last? I think that's my last roboport. Okay, so these guys need feeding up into that. We then need... this is where this gets a bit unfortunate in that I've got multiple things overlapping in unfortunate positions. But, oh, actually, we need green circuits and red circuits. And we've obviously got the green circuits already. So we can put them in over here. Get there. Quite where the red circuits will end up, I don't know, so let's not worry about that one. But it'll let us make these ones anyway, when we get some steel. Are they putting them in, or you just sort of... Yeah, you are. Okay. You need steel. Cool, okay. Let's get some lights on them. Like so. Maybe one there as well. So this would be steel. Somewhere here. But again, we don't know where that's coming from. Which lane I'm going to be putting that on. Now, have we made a little bit of steel so that we can make a little bit of railway? Okay. What was the other thing I wanted to make? I can't remember. I mean, we can make all sorts, but say I can't remember. There's something I specifically thought of that. What was it? Can't remember. Yeah, I mean, these only hold a few, don't they? So, how many have we got? We've got 124 now. So we could put, say... How much is each steel beam? It's 2. Wow, okay. I just put a few in each sort of thing. Oh, it's put... These bots are terrors for putting stuff in random chests. I mean, we can actually sort of massively increase this because at some point I'm going to have to deconstruct this whole thing. I don't even think they've got them, have they? No. Because they'll need steel as well. Steel is the big bottleneck at the moment. In the sense that I haven't got any. Right. Where can I get some steel from though? So we got both of the irons set up. We've got coal there anyway. I'll just, you know, belt it over. We won't do a second coal stop so close. But we do really need another iron thing, I think. I mean, the other option would be to steal some iron there and smelt it here, but I'm not a fan of that. So I think we'll put another station here for iron. Wood, I mean, because we need to make, you know, the coke, or whatever it calls it. Was that it? Is that all the rail you gave me? It's stingy, isn't it? that 80 again? So, do, 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 whatever. There's a tiny bit of steel there. Grab that. I mean, there's like, you know, tiny amounts of steel all over the place, but it's not massively useful. I mean, all we need to do is make a station. You know, we don't need to. I'll just grab, you know, send it back and forth between these two probably to grab some raw iron. We do need a train then, and we can make a train. I say we need wood to make the. What does it actually call it? Coke, yeah. But that's just a case of putting some greenhouses down with some water, and this is right next to the water, so that's no big deal. These guys, to make steel, yeah, it just means iron and thingy. I guess what we should do really is duplicate this. We shouldn't really. If we're going to be doing processing, we should do processing. I'm not sure this is going to cope. This will need expanding quite a bit. I don't think it'll produce enough sulfuric acid to do all of these, but that's fine. It's easily expandable. So yeah, we could put in, you know, unless... It might be better to make it all here. Thinking about it. I mean, we could put the actual steel thing in, the station, in there, and sort of belt the... I'm unsure. I mean, why do I even need a second copper? Because these aren't... Oh, that's a dangerous route to go down. Where could I put the steel in that it would make most sense? Would here be a better route? A better place? Because we got the wood there already. We don't have any local coal, though. So we'd have to set up some kind of coal. And I'm bringing it over. So I could just keep the line going. It would mean feeding that back on itself, which is always a bit risky. I'm just thinking basically, because if I'm going to set up an entire... To do a steel smelting, I need iron, basically. So I'm not sure what the ratios are, to be honest with you. Let's grab some more. That, in fact, let's put some more in as well. I can put some in here. In there, sorry. So, that one. Something like that, so I'll make it some more rail. So what is the ratio? So if we were making steel plate, where's steel plate? So 5 steel plate out of 10 iron plate. Okay. So it's not actually, it's actually better. Crafting time's longer, is it? Or mismatched in some way? Oh no, so with the... That gives 5 iron plate. So it's 2 of the enriched smelting lanes, smelting lines. 5 iron plate give, and that requires 10 iron plate. Takes 16 seconds, produces 5 in 16 seconds. So we just need 2 of those to make 1 of those. Because it gives 5 iron plate, which is kind of what that recipe's working on. Obviously, we would need, if we wanted like a full lane, we'd need a lot more of them, which means more of them, blah, blah, blah. I'm not actually sure I need that many more. So the thing I'm umming and erring about is that if I set up another iron ore station, then we're going to need all of this stuff again. It's not too much of a problem, but it does make it bigger and sort of squishier. We then need to smelt the iron using the enriched method and then smelt it as steel. So if I'm doing the iron smelting, etc. anyway here, why not just put the steel, you know, in line with it? Answer, because I don't know if I need to expand it, and it'd get very messy if I started, you know, adding in iron, steel all over the shop. The other option is I've already got a copper station, but it's not active, so I could turn that into an iron station. But then again, I don't know how big this needs to be, how many lanes we need, etc, etc. But if we do it up here, we've got tons of room. We can just, and you know, I don't need the silicon to be there. I could put it all the way up here. It's just because this stone was here, basically. Okay, yeah, we will build it here. But yeah, we'll have to, I guess we can just take an offshoot, or maybe just feed the sulfuric acid up or something. Okay, okay. How much rail have we got now? I reckon well, I want to get about 300 or so. That's kind of why that's close enough, is it? What have we got in here? Let's just grab that. Oh, that'll do. We'll see if we can... in fact, have I actually got the station somewhere? Oh, I have. Here we go. So this needs 421, but that's including the rail in the thing. So, yeah, we're going to need a bit more, aren't we? I thought 300 would be enough. Okay. Wait, is that steel? Oh, it is. Let's grab that as well, then. Put that in there. How are we doing now? We're 82. So I guess if we take it up to whatever it was, 400 and odd. Why did that not go up? Oh, it did. There, 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 there. Okay, so we got over 400 now. Take that out of there. Okay. Now we should have enough to build that station. Unfortunately, with the whole ban it has on flipping, it is completely the wrong way around. I could just plop it down, and then if we turn my bots off, we plop it down and then we rework. The station being there is fine, that way round, but I don't really want like the fuel stuff there. Or do I? No, we need to rework that bit. That's fine. Oh, got stuck. Right then. Right then. Where do we actually want to put this? Let's have a look. So, I guess there's like the closest. Would that work? So I can put it there. Do I need any room for anything? Not really. So I put that there. Do I want my bots to start building it? I'll probably need to take them out. Yeah, let's crack on. I'll probably deploy these two as well. Turn that off. Yeah, because we need to redo the fueling bit. It's probably better on the other side of the track. Cut and paste that. So we don't want any of this bit. Well, we may do, but because we've got to get the silicon in somewhere as well. I didn't make another station, did I? So we need another station. We have basically no fast inserters. I don't think I've got any blooming chemical labs, have I? I can make one. Okay. Perfect. How are we going to make steel if we haven't got any chemical labs? What am I short of? Steel. Okay. Brilliant. How are we doing? So I think I haven't got a tank. And we need some pumps, which again use steel. It's annoying. What's going... Oh, that's the water one, isn't it? So... Okay. So we need water. I would quite like to grab that stone for the silicon. So ideally we need to avoid it, but we need water for the other one, I think, don't we? I didn't grab the undergrounds. Oops. So I haven't got any chests either. What else are we missing? Difficult to tell. Okay. There's no power. Sort that. Oh, I can't. I haven't even got any power poles. We're running out of everything, basically. Oh, did you use up all the bell? Okay. Right. I guess I can pick this up because it's... We'll have to work out where it is. Right. I think we need to... I didn't stock up properly there. That was entirely stupid of me. Right. Okay. What do we need? Stuff. When do we need it? Now. Actually, let's do what we can. Let's put the train on. Yeah, I might just turn my bots off. Right. So let's put the train on. Because I've got some fuel on me, so I could probably... No, missed. Probably send it, you know, to go and get some iron. And we'll put some fuel in it. Hopefully 100 will be enough. Like that. And then we want to rename this. If I just call it where's steel? Steel unload. To differentiate it. Although it's obviously actually iron. It's going to unload. Do I have a train somewhere with? Here we go. Okay. And then what we'll do, we'll send it back and forth between both of them. So it's basically stealing from the other two. And it wants to be that one. And it wants to be that's steel unload, am I? And then we want that there. And then we want to add that on again. So we'll want full, empty, full, empty. Ideally we want dedicated, you know, things. Cool. Am I stood in the way? No, I'm not in the way. Okay. See if I can get my pots. Okay. Let's properly stock up then. So what do we need? All right with rail, that was okay, but I didn't think about anything else. So I do need some way of making some more chemical plants. I'm stuck. So I'm going to need a lot more steel for that. Okay. 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 Need to get some more paths in. I keep walking across. The reason I'm not using a car, and I should really, I guess, because it's quicker, but I'm such a bad driver that, not in real life, in this game, that I'd probably do more damage than good. The tiny amount of time I would save would kind of be outweighed by the things I would destroy driving through them. Because we're getting to a point where things are quite dense. And it's a little difficult to avoid them. I can't actually remember whether I put... I do have snapping on. Okay. But as with my aesthetic series, I'm not sure that really helps me vehicle snapping. It's useful, but... So I'm just such a bad driver with it. Okay, so we need to grab more of this steel. We might as well plop a few more in, to be honest with you. Except we can't, because we haven't got... Oh, didn't I? Yeah, I could put some of them in. Instead, and then we need to copy that down. And then we need to find some iron plate, which I should have grabbed on the way down, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot. No, oh, hang on, is that steel? No, that's iron. What's that? Oh, I think this might be steel. Oh, it is. Lovely. Excellent. So we'll make some chemical plants then. What else did we need? I didn't even know what we needed. So, belt. Lots of belt. We're then going to need to build some iron and steel smelting and some coke production. So we need greenhouses. If we've not got greenhouses, we need pipes. I'll probably pull this up, to be honest with you, because we don't really need this as a separate build anymore, because we got the other one. Can I get rid of... Yeah, get rid of that. I'll just leave them. No, I'll grab them. Grab everything else. Oh. Got me some iron plate that I can stick in here. Uh, 137, okay. Yes, but it was belt that we basically needed. So we've kind of hoovered up everything here. Da-da-da. We could pick you up, couldn't we? Because we got them. And grab all of this. Actually, I should have. Well, and we've got several hundred assembly machines, I think, so we don't really need more, I don't think, but okay. Did I have enough of these? Yeah. We're lacking power poles is one of the big ones. I can make 68, okay. What do I fall short of? Copper. Well, no, we've got tons of copper. Okay. Not sure where they are. Lights, I should just grab a few lights. Might as well pick that up. Now, chests. Okay, so we've got loads of actual chests, so I could go and feed them into this one. Oh, it's full anyway. Okay. That's a stack of chests. Kind of amazed we've been able to make so many robot boards. I might just grab some of that. What else? Basically, I mean, we need a load of belt, and we need a load of smelters, but I might hook those. How many roboboats have I got? I've got 2. That's not going to get us across there, is it? Because, I mean, it doesn't actually support 4, because there's a bit of a miscalculation, but in theory this is 4 lanes of iron. As I say, it doesn't actually do that, but it's not far off. Which in theory is, well, 2 arrays of steel, which I think is only like half a belt, effectively. Okay, so we need pipe and we need belt. So grab that pipe. And I don't know that there's any left. Oh, there is. Well, there may be a little bit. Yeah, we are full. Okay. Make a bit more of that. What else I could get rid of all this landfill. Don't really need all the variations of it. And we could turn that stone into landfill. Okay. So, yes, pipe and belt. I'm going to put some of these in the chests, basically, so rather than carry all them around that we don't need. Okay. I could make some of those as well, couldn't I? Use up some of that iron. Let it chunk away on that. Right, so we need undergrounds in particular. In fact, I might just put that up a bit higher anyway. And then we need belt. Lots of belt. And we can get rid of some of these. And some of those. And some of those. Grab some more belt. Don't really need all those filter inserters, do I? Where are we? So let's put them in there. Oh, I've got regular inserters. Of course, I was picking them up, wasn't I? So, of course, we've got them. Can I make any more like it? Let's see what we're short of still. Okay. I mean, I haven't got the furnaces, but let's say we could chunk through some numbers rather than just stop, stick them in. But yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the bots to do it. Is the problem? Oh well. Oh well. Right. So we could, while we're here, grab some sulfuric acid across. So where would I be feeding that in? It's probably easy or best if I take it up here. Can I do a sort of combined... What we could do, we could put a little split in. Yeah, okay, so if we put a splitter here. For the fuel. And then we can take the... Oops. We take the... An offshoot. Where would it need to be? About there. So we want it to sort of cross over. Like so. There. Oops. And then. Cool. Ideally, I'd be doing the fuel with, oh, that's going to overlap that, isn't it? Let's do a little dog leg. Yeah, ideally, we're doing the fuel with the, with requester chests, but we've still not unlocked that technology. Okay. That's already crossed over. Just make sure I don't get run over. So we want this to be here. Like so. Oops, wrong way. And then we want sulfuric acid. Maybe actually if I dogleg it there. Oh. So then we can take the fuel up to this one. Still woefully short on fast inserters, it seems. There won't be... Should I just put on regular ones? I think if I just swap them out for regulars for the time being, it'll at least fuel the train up. And then we could put some fast ones on. In fact, let's leave that one because we want to unload so that I can test it out properly, but can't unload with stack inserters that don't exist. Right, so if we take the sulfuric acid across here and plug it into, which one is it? That one. So ideally sort of there. Oh, interacts with the rail, of course it does. And then where are we going here? Oops. That there. Did that not work? Yeah, it did. Can't see the ghost for the whatchamacallit? Decoratives. And there's a bit of pipe missing there, isn't there? This doesn't have anything in it. Why is that? Oh, because that's a ghost. Okay. Okay, let's go and make that a real one then. Good old real one. Good old real one. You gonna do it? Oh, it is a real one. Why is it not got... Oh, okay. Let's try that again. Guess that was some ghosty shenanigans, that. Some ghosty shenanigans. Right. So we should have sulfuric acid. Pipes have got the symbols, so they must be okay. Did we run out of chemical labs again? I mean, I guess I don't need all of them to be here. Just some is fine, but I'm quite a long way short, aren't I? Crikey. Okay, so water then. That won't go across all the way, will it? No. Okay. Maybe... This is what I was saying about when we can't flip it round. But what I could do maybe is go across there. In fact, is there going to be a room... Enough room... Oops. Two, three, four. Yeah, just about. Just about. Okay, so let's connect this up. Oh, I'm going to need a water pump and a offshore thingy, aren't I? In that case. Where's that? There we go. Okay. Oh, it's... Yeah, okay. Right, fine. So chemical labs, fast inserters. What else was I was making some of them, wasn't I? So if I make 9 of them, that's a full stack. So that's my offshore pump. And where did, oh, there it is. Okay, so that should be working. No power. Why is there no power? Because there's no power. Okay. So, one there. One there. One there. Now have we got power? We will if somebody puts the connection in. Power there. Power here. No bot coverage for that, but that's fine. Water is flowing. Sulfuric acid is there. I wanted to connect it here because this has got a logic thing that stops it completely saturating this system. Cool. I think we've sort of got one just by fluke. I don't think they've done it by design, but I think we've got one chemical lab and, you know, with inserters on every single column. So if we get stuff flowing, it should work on all of them. So let's put yeah. I just put some regular inserters. on here. Then although it's catastrophically slow, we can at least test it. I thought we might be. We are maxing out. Oh no, we got it. The ratio is 0.7 apparently. Was trying to work it out myself. I'm a bit rubbish when it comes to the calculation, but apparently it's 0.7. Basically 0.7 accumulators to 1. So in other words, 7 to 10, rather than sort of 25 to 21. So it's slightly more sort of in your favour. They also give more power than vanilla, so I do like that some of these overhaul mods aren't just punishing. They're they are beneficial. They give you extra things as well. So we've got longer on undergrounds, and I say power ratios are slightly better. Although with a more complicated recipe, but yeah, I do quite like that they're not just here's a whole load of extra complication. It's here's a few more tools to help you deal with the complication as well. Right, so are you all doing stuff? So I think we've got one on each one that is able to process things. Why I put long-handeds on? Oh, I suppose because they have to avoid the pipe, don't they? But if I set that near, oh no, it just literally does the. Okay, I thought it might flip to a shorter insertion. That's fine. Okay, so we've got stuff being processed. Excellent. We therefore need to build. Obviously, that's a bit optimistic, isn't it? Let's put it up here temporarily. We therefore need to build essentially a copy of this. So this is why I wanted to get the bots over, but don't look like I'm going to be able to do that. Okay. So if I just copy and paste that, and then we want to flip it, I think, and we want to rotate it. I realised afterwards that I'd also done, I was saying, the up and down thing, and I fixed these, but technically these are the same. It's not how I would normally do it, because it's passing straight through, so it doesn't give you a lot of room to add on extra smelters if you sort of desperately need to. But then, in theory, these would be full belts, but I'm not feeding them enough processed stuff, so I suppose it doesn't matter in a sense, but yeah, I wouldn't normally have them, next to each other in quite the way that I've done. So I could reverse these now and do, sort of sort that there. But we need coal, but it's right here. So what am I thinking? If I in and out it for this one, then we can effectively swap these 4 lanes for processed. And then we can have the sort of coal cokey bit here, because the that station is right there, so it's not too difficult to set it up. So how much room do I need if I'm gonna? Should I maybe if I build it that way round, and if we flip it that way. So we got coal sort of. I don't think you see. Got the coal coming at the bottom. So I can reverse the belts round and stuff, that's no problem. So that it's, coming in from the top and going out from the top. Okay. So how much space should I leave? If I leave, say, half the thing, half the width, that be reasonable? And we want, say, well, we're going to need some room to rejig things at the top there, so maybe if I put it there. So difficult, guys. I'd rather have the main bots build this rather than mine. What we could do, in fact, I don't need that in there. Get rid of that as well. We could just tweak this quickly so that the input is on that side. Give a little bit of room. How am I going to work them round? So if that was there... Oh no, the output is on that one, isn't it? In fact, yeah, actually I need this to be flipped over. Okay, so we take... I should have turned them off. Nuts. Because I need it to be different here. So I need this to be... No, that way round. Okay. So now the input... I'm going based on the inserters, basically. So the input is here, and the output is here. Okay. Am I? Oh, I've got loads. Right, it's that one that's the wrong way around. So that's the... In fact, I can just do that as well. We don't need to bother with these, I don't think, really. So basically, we come in here, it is balanced already, yeah. So we put that in there, and that becomes that. And then when it goes out, it's the actual processed material. And then this comes down here. And we do a swapsy, so that one is there. Underground. That. Oops. That comes in there. Oops. Oh. That one goes out. And now we've got 2 of the lanes done. And that comes up to there. And then undergrounds for these. And we got 3 of the lanes done. Okay. So this comes out the top. Like that. And that's 3 of them. And then we go number 4. Put that there. Like so. And that's all 4 of them done. So this needs to turn around. So we should hopefully be able to get like a tiny trickle of stuff out just through the sheer almost fluke that, you know, there'll be enough. A bit like with the chemical labs where we've got just enough furnaces set up with, you know, actual input and inserters, etc. to function. Obviously we need to we need to get the coal in before it'll even do anything, but so hopefully we'll have fluked that out. If not, I could just manually sort it out. Right, well actually if we put a balancer here, just almost for form's sake, because I always put balancers on things, even if it's sort of a bit pointless, but there you go. Oops. Whoops. No, missed. There you go. Balancer, okay. So we need the coal bit, so we could get the old lads killing off the trees there. Now, we need coal. I can just take coal straight up from there, I guess. Yeah, that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. So we need it to be here. Oh. Oh, these are trees, aren't they? Okay. They're back. The bots are back. Oh. Now we're out of belt. Okay. Do I want to cross that over? Might as well. Okay. Right. Righty-ho. Oh, okay. That's too long. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right. Okay. Now you tell me. Okay. Cross there. Pick all of that up. So, I think I'll just move the line over. Okay, so get rid of all that. Right. Right, so I need more belt. In fact, some of that's in range, isn't it? In fact, could I sneak some bots across there? Yeah, we could go great. In fact, why don't I just disconnect some of these? I mean, these specific robot bots aren't going to be here anyway. In fact, why don't we do it? So if I take that one out and that one out, and then that one, that one, that one, that gets me 5, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's that one as well, but I'm guessing that's now out of range. Oh. And then we can go across here, I guess. So, in fact, let's do it by eye. So, one there. Then that should be connected, I think. Yeah. And then if we put one in there. Why didn't you put that one in? Oh, because you haven't got. Okay. So, how far up? Might need to rethink that one. And put it here, maybe? So that gets us up to about there. Somewhere. And then maybe one on the end. We'll have to see what they make of that. Actually, I could... No. Okay, we'll have to do another run back. So hopefully they'll be able to reach all of that. And they'll sort most of that out, and we can focus on reworking working out the steel and that. Because what do we need? We need loads of belt anyway to do that. But we need to set up a little greenhouse area to make wood. And then we can make coke. And that'll then let us smelt the iron we've just made into steel. So if that takes 16 seconds to do 5... yeah, then we can do... we can do 5, but it needs twice that. So they need to be half the size, effectively. Or, yeah. Have 2 sets filling them in. So we'll just make them half the size. Because that's a little bit easier. Just copy and paste. Okay, so what do we need? We need loads of belt, and I've run all the way down here. I guess I should grab some more steel, really. If I can. Whatever we've got. Okay, so that gets us a little bit more steel. We can put some back in. Let the bots empty us out. So we need some more underground, I think. Again, we're desperately short of inserters. Desperately short of inserters. The Trismegister story. Right. I don't suppose you've got iron in, have you? No. Just got the recipe. Okay, so let's go and get some pipe and some belt now. It's got a good chunk of steel. Pipe and belt. Let's back up on the bus. I was normally I'd have because I've already got obviously the power armor, but I haven't really got anywhere to put legs. I can't make the next level of power armor. Well, that's modular, isn't it? But I can't make the next level of power armor. Okay, what do we want? We want lots more undergrounds. Bosh. And we want lots more belt. Bosh. Do we need more? I guess we should top up on those. And where are they? Those. Do I really need the fast belt? Probably not. If I just put a chest sort of right in the way, put the fast belt in. I could also... wasn't there something else I could get rid of? I could get rid of that. I don't know why I've got random copper cable and stuff, so it's just get rid of those. Although I guess they'd be used in... if I make a long-handed... there we go. I'm going to make one of them. Not out of that. Okay. That gets me some slots, so I can grab some iron. Okay. Hopefully that's enough bits and pieces. I might just turn them off temporarily. Let's see what's happened with roboports. Okay, so it looks like... oh, it's not powered though. Of course it isn't, because there's no power poles up there. We could stick one of them in. Like that. I think they're in the inventory somewhere, in the logistic system. Oh dear. Watched Neil House's charity stream last night. It was quite remarkable actually. He got up to... well, when I went to bed, it was a $32,000. wasn't all raised during the actual stream. There's quite a lot of it donated beforehand. But yeah, that's quite impressive. And then I checked the VOD first thing, and that looks like it ended at about 37,500 by the end of it. And then it's meant to be open all day today, but I think Streamlabs is going to match it or something. I didn't really understand that bit. I wasn't listening properly, but so in theory it's 70 grand in total, or more than 70 grand, 75 grand. It's pretty impressive. Hopefully it'll do a bit of good. That's not connected, is it? There you go. Let's leave my bots off. Or, you know, these guys off. Because I don't want them spamming all the things I've just put down in there. But what I'm basically thinking, so if this is 24 long, then if we just grab 12, which would be 96, then we'll be able to plop this down. But we need to make the coke first, I guess. So if we just sort of put this over here somewhere out of the way, I could get that marked for destruction as well. Yeah, but we need coke. Now, yeah, okay. What's the ratio of the coke? It's always I've always found it very difficult to tell with how much, you know, coal and stuff you need for smelting. So, oh, it's an actual recipe ingredient. It's not a, of course, it's not a burns it to make it. It's a actually it uses 2 bits of coke. Okay, so if I've got how many furnaces? So it takes 16 seconds. So it's 1 second. So I've got 96 furnaces. Can I do the maths on that? Let's have a look. So if we've got, so each smelt takes 16 seconds. So, oh, it produces 5 steel. Okay. So if it's, in fact, why don't, will this just tell me? Or does it need them to be, yeah. Needs them to be real is the problem. Okay. Can I do it just on what I've got down here? Where is it? Here we go. So, how many is that? That's 2, 4, 6, 8. So, it would be that's 13 machines too many. 5.3 too many. Yeah. So can I do, if I do that, that machine's 0.66. 1.3, okay. Can I, why don't we do that, will it? Feels like it's 1 to 3. 1.3 too many. Oops. What happened there? Yeah. Yeah. So that produces 6. But it requires 1. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So we've got, oh, you won't do that, will you? I'll put it in by hand. 96 divided by 8. So I got 8 times, that's 1/8 of what I need. So I think if we just do one coke smelting thing, it'll produce all that we need, basically. Because it was... Yeah, I think that'll be okay. It'll produce more than enough, but I wouldn't be surprised if we need it for something else. Okay, so if we do like one of these that is coke, say here, but we leave space to both double it that way and, you know, add extras on. Yeah, okay. So what we need... In fact, can I just copy this? Was this a bad design? Yeah, it's fine, I think. So basically, if I just copy that... It's got a weird kink in it, but there you go. Who doesn't, eh? Who doesn't? Doesn't really matter which is which, does it? Oh no, I'm going to need to... Okay. I assume I can make it in steel furnaces as well. But then I can't make it in electric because it needs coal. But yeah, presumably we can upgrade to steel. Do I want to put... Let's leave it with a yellow belt, I guess. So we want this, but flipped around. So we want it flipped that way. And then... Actually, that needs to be... So those are the coal. This will be the wood, which we need to set up. This is the actual... Oops. This is the actual coke coming out. Yeah. And it needs to be... How many of those? So if that's 24... And this is 8. We need 4 more. So this needs to be that. Okay. So say we'll put it here, which gives me the opportunity, possibility of expanding and bring the wood across there. That in fact, if I 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put it there, no, there. Okay, and then so if we assume for for some other recipe it's needed, or we just need loads more steel or whatever, then we need 1. So that's 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets. Okay. And then we can put this here. What needs to line up there? So, oh god, I can't see what's going on. I've put that in the wrong... Oh, I've lined the power poles up. Okay. But it's that power pole, isn't it? So that then is the actual steel. Wait, does steel need... coal as well? Oh no, it's just coke, isn't it? So I don't want to overlap those belts. Let's leave a little bit of space then. Like that. Just in case we need to do something funky. And it can go there. Okay. Do I want to turn you lot on? That's too high up. Okay. Must be about there. And if we say take that there. 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 Hopefully those bots have got access. Don't know. Has anyone kicked into life? Not that I can tell. Is it broken somewhere? It may just be that we don't have roboports. In which case, we could take that one out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers crossed, that's okay. We need a bit of room to grab this, but we'll put the greenhouses over here, I think. Or maybe in there. What will be reasonably expandable? I think I'll just copy this one. Oh, I can't because it's not covered by the radar. Okay. If we put it... I can always landfill this. I like the way it does like beaches on the Alien Biomes mod. But let's put it up, sort of up here. Well out the way. Oops. Oh, you're not switched on, are you? You gonna do anything? Yep, I know you. Okay. Well. Oh. That. Power poles. Oh, does that not reach? Oh, it's not even covering that anyway. There we go, that's better. And then big power poles. Put that there, say. Or can I get it to power the pump as well? Not really. Okay. In fact, should we move this up? Till it does power it. There we go. Okay. In fact, let's just do the old. Where's the... There it is. And then one of them. Can I get one that... It's perfectly not aligned with any of them. Excellent. I put it there. Where's it gone? There it is. Oh. I thought... What? Did I put it in exactly the same place? Or did it just need to go two tiles over? Huh, strange. Right. Guess this doesn't have to actually be all the way up here now anyway. Oh well. Oh well. No. I think they take things out your inventory like speculatively. It's a bit strange. There you go, just grab the exact one I was putting on. Why are you doing that? Okay. Well, that way. So that's on the far side, that's on the... Right, now we need to set the recipe, don't we? Super, right. Now, that needs to go to... Which one? That one. which is not covered by the radar. Okay. How much? Yeah, I've got loads of belt. Let's take this over here. So hopefully we can probably fit some silicon in here. If not, this is just one belt to move or whatever, so it's fine. There. We need another radar. I might try one of these advanced radars. I've not given one a go yet, I don't think. Looks like we've run out of roboports again there. Why have you not used that the roboports that I gave you? I mean, I could kill off these roboports. Couldn't I? Don't think they're going to be... Well, if we extend this, and when we extend this, because we probably will, need them there, but that's okay. They're off having fun, killing trees. We've got a random bit of belt there. That's one way around. Am I out of undergrounds? No, they've just not put them in. Okay. Oh, bum. Are we seriously not got... There we go. Oh. Oh, it's the wood. Okay. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we need extend this. Like so. In fact, I can probably copy this exact thing. So I'll put it on here basically. So if that's the stuff going in and out like that. Did I put balancers on? I didn't. No. Okay. I'll copy that down. I can bring that, that over. And take the coke down there. Let's do a hop over there. That to there. All this just to make a little bit of steel. I don't know. There, and there. In fact, let's just grab that balancer as well. I suppose it's not 4 lanes, really, is it? Oh, there's a bit of water there as well. Okay, let's just landfill that then. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sort of get rid of everything there. Should probably combine the lanes rather than do all this messing about. What would that look like? I guess this becomes 1. Like that. And then... where would it be? It would be there, wouldn't it? That becomes 1. So we have 2 lanes. Coming out rather than 4. I don't think it is it? Because it takes longer, but it's something like that. Something like that. Oh. Can I not get a roboport and no, I can't, can I? How big is it? We can put it on this side, I guess. Not, as I say, I think that there's a roboport to do that, but we'll have to see. Right. So we're only missing like five things. So this is the only one that's... Oh no, there's a little bit there. Okay. But yeah, so we got that iron coming in. We've got no wood. Why have we got no wood? Because there's a tiny bit of belt missing there. Okay, let's go and fill that little bit out, and then we get some wood in. That'll give us some coke. We need to hook the coke up to the coal first. Erasure. Oh, dead heat. Okay, so that's the wood coming in. I think that's way too much wood, but it's basically just turning water into wood, so it's not exactly limited resources. Oh, this all got filled out. Okay, we don't need this filled out, chaps. So please reuse that over there somewhere. Or eventually. I guess there must be lots of regular inserters left in various chests, because I don't know where those have come from, but whatever. We've got no power poles though. What we'll do, we'll go and add like power poles, because we don't need steel for them. Well, we need steel for them, but not for them. So we can make them and set up the big ones, and we've already got, you know, I've got 30 odd big ones, so that's no problem. I need to connect this to coal, this side. So put that on. Just extend this. Splitter in there. What's there? But yeah, so it'll fill out the power poles basically then, you see. So I'm kind of amazed that it did all of the things. Now, that belt all appears to be the wrong way around. Okay. I guess it was because when it was from coal, so it was going the other way. Not that it, you know, it's going to do anything with it. Yeah, can I hand make a roboport? I don't think I can. No. Need more advanced circuits. Yeah, we've got some iron that's come through. We're getting some coke now. Because what I'm sort of hoping is that it eventually sort of works its way through. The question now, though, you see, is where we need the steel is down here. Where we've got the steel is up here. A long, long way away. A long, long way away. Would it be better if I just loaded it into a train? I say better in quotes. If we put it in a train and trained it over, would that be any better? Because otherwise I'm going to have to do a gigantic amount of belt to kind of get it. This is what I was saying, whether this was really a good place for it. Because we need to go all the way down there. I mean, we could connect it somewhere here rather than loop all the way over. But either way, I'm going to have to avoid or join before this lot, really. How much track do I have? 130. Nowhere enough. Nowhere near enough. Okay. Nowhere near enough. Yeah, we'll think about that problem when we come to it. Which is not going to be very long, but... Okay, we'll head back. We'll set up, like, the production for... Can I even make... Oh, I can make substations. Okay. But yeah, we'll set up the production for some of these next items that we want/need. So we need like power poles, and I can get rid of that wood. Oh, I didn't put the radar on, did I? Let's go and do that. Oh my lord. That's not the radar coverage, is it? Oh, it is. Look at that. Wow. Good lord. It's as big as that mini-map. In fact, it's bigger than that, isn't it? Good lordy lord. Okay. A big fan of that. Big fan. That's what should happen in the regular vanilla game. You should get a advanced radar or a... Where do I want to put it then? Or some kind of radar upgrade that, you know, enables it to do that. Because the radar range in the vanilla game is pathetic. Oh, where's this train gone? Oh, wow, yeah. Big fan of that. Big fan. Oh, it's up there, is it? Okay. Cool, okay. If it's up there, then it's not going to run me over. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, so we set up, you know, like power poles and all that sort of stuff. Because we've got what I would regard as the basic ingredients. We've obviously not got silicon yet. And we've not got any rare earth processing. We've not done anything with oil yet, but I probably need to... I'll probably rip the old base up now. But not, obviously not. Well, obviously, but I won't do it on stream. Why is this... Oh, of course it's not got any steel, is it? Okay. Right, let's find another segment and we'll make some power stuff. Right. So, we want medium power poles, excuse me, big power poles and substations. Steel beams. So they both have steel beams. Everything has... I guess we could make lights as well. Oh, glass. I forgot about glass. Okay. So we need to do glass as well. What's the recipe on glass? Just sand, basically. And sand, of course, is crusher. Okay. So do that as well, then. Make that all part of the same silicon quartz type build. Okay. Right, where was I? So if we do the power stuff, not going to probably bother with any of these storage things, to be frank. Right. So in theory there would be lads there. Right. Okay. So what we want to make are... Oops. Let's do the mediums, the bigs, and the subs. And what do we need? We would need copper cable, iron stick, and iron beam. Copper cable, iron stick, steel beam. Copper cable, steel beam, and advanced circuit. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. So we would need copper cable. We'll try and do them... No, we won't. There. Try and do them at rate, I think. Was it iron beam? Steel beam? I might just direct feed them in. So if we ended up with that. So that needs steel beam, doesn't it? Yeah. So what does that look like? rate-wise, so we would be way short with just one machine. Oops, so if we had 3, still way short, I guess. Yeah, 11. But it's which one is it that's 4 copper cable, 8 in 2 seconds. Oh, it's because they've got a half-second crafting time. That's bonkers. So we don't care about that. So we want a machine each, feeding copper cable in, I think. And then if you're iron beam and your iron pole, then we can have iron pole there, and beam, steel beam and steel beam. And then this also needs advanced circuits. Okay. So that's the general sort of thing we want. We want to arrange it a bit better than that, though. Okay. So if we leave a little bit of room there. Do I want another one? Yeah. And then let's line it up with that. So first machine there, which would be that one, I guess. So if that feeds in direct, we can have iron. In fact, maybe put one there as well. In fact, maybe offset them. Potentially feed it underneath, and we can also then put the 2 chests there. So that becomes, oops, that becomes that becomes that. Oh, although 8 sticks, 4 sticks, 8 in 2 seconds. Because we know they have bonkers craft times, don't we? So it might be better. That's iron beam. Because that just needs... Oh, it needs steel beams as well. Okay. Yeah, one of them could be sticks, one of them could be beams, one of them could be beams, one of them could be beams. Do we need that much room? No, we don't need that much room. I mean, we could like double up the copper cables even. Or maybe... Oh, I haven't even got any on me, personally. Right, so that's up that. And then this was this iron? Don't suppose it matters really, but... Iron beams, steel beams. That's mediums. And then... I can't remember what the other one was. It was... Oh, it needs advanced circuits, doesn't it? So if I just... leave a little gap and we can sort of sneak it in around the side. In fact, let's use them because we can't make anything else here. In fact, no, let's put... We can sneak it across here, maybe. Oh no, I'm going to need... Right. So we need iron plate coming up this way. For those three. And then we need steel there. Okay. We need copper here. Oops, like so. What do the numbers look like here? So yeah, we're short on everything, but that's fine. I'm, you know, not trying to do it because, as I say, half-second craft time is a bit bonkers. Okay. Did I only make? Oh, I didn't leave a gap. Idiot. Oh. Okay. So this is copper. Copper. Then that one's iron. And this one is steel, but obviously I don't know where steel is yet. Okay, so let's do a couple stacks of that with a filter. I didn't need an extra power bar. Oh, cheeky. And then I don't know, a couple stacks of that with a filter. Say one stack of that. Filter. What are you waiting on? Let's pop them in. Oh, you've done it. Okay. Yeah, so this will give the, you know, the bots at the top some material to work with, basically. That's not connected, is it? So we may actually start making some steel again. Happy days are here again. Now, can we make some lights as well? Because we could have a second one here, making the copper cable. We could feed it into one making lights. And then we could bring a joint or... Yeah, no, that's fine. If we bring a joint... Oops. Iron and glass one. So we don't know where glass is yet. But it's gonna be somewhere. Of that we can be sure. I don't know. Stack of lights. Oh, I've connected that on the wrong side. And I've not connected it there. Oh, am I even out of them? Crikey. Let's make some fast ones. See if we can't replace a few. So that won't work until we got steel. But as I say, these can chug away. So if I sort of swap some of these out. We can at least make that one so it's ready to go. Cool. Right, what else? What else? Let's look through the list. So, I mean, we could do steel chests and various other chests, but we would need advanced circuits, really, and I've kind of got plenty of steel chests. We could start making some more railway. Oh, well, setting it up so that railway can be made. I mean, we could make signals. I mean, the other thing we should make is the machines again. And things like solar panels and stuff. So we've got plenty to make. Oh, of course we can make level 1 modules as well, can't we? Okay, so what we really need to decide is what we're doing with our blooming... Oh, look, they did put one in. Okay. With the steel. Has it made any steel? No. Oh, wait. I didn't change the recipe over. Bum. Can I do that remotely? So we pop that there. Yes, but I haven't got a furnace. Okay. Can I quickly make a furnace, or did I... Let's just hand make a furnace. So if we swap that to steel. Now, are you going to let me put that on remotely? Yes, excellent. Okay. Put those there. Copy that. And then them, them. Is anyone powered or hooked up in any way? I don't think they are they? Because this one power pole is missing. And there's no telling when it will do that. So maybe we could cheat it a little bit and pick another one. So hopefully they've got some of those they can put in. And that one has connections for everything. Oh, crikey, it's 5:15. Yeah, I've no idea what order they'll do power poles in. I'm sure at some point it will get connected, but bit of a lottery what order. Indeed, we've still got some here that haven't got power poles. Yeah, but I can, I can go hand grab some steel from there, so that like I say, we need to make railway really. How would we make railway? That's a good question. We would need stone and steel beams, and that's it. But if we wanted to make some of these bridges, we would also need wood. Don't have a requester chest, but that's how we would probably do the wood. Unless, did I end up bringing it down onto the bus? I didn't connect it, but we could do. So we could have wood on the bus. That's steel again, and that's stone brick. Okay. And then that's got steel in it, but those don't. And engines don't have steel, but steel plate does have steel. Steel beam has steel. Steel plate has steel. Okay. So we could set them up. Pumps have steel as well. Okay. We could set all of them up, but say we're again in that loop of we need steel to make, you know, the train stuff. Which helps us then do... Oh, hello. Hello, Grim. Does I sleep better? Yes, I slept better. Unfortunately, obviously running on quite a deficit, so I'm a bit tired again. But yes, I managed to actually sleep through the night, so that was a lot better. Thanks, Rossian. How are you doing? Did you manage to work out how your nuclear power plants are magicking up 240 megawatts? Or did you just not bother? It's probably easiest just to not to bother. Right. Okay. So say if we set up certainly steel, sorry, steel. So certainly rail. Now it's also got a super quick craft time, hasn't it? So I think we feed up dedicated lanes for it. I think that's what we need to do. I was wondering about putting it in here because then we could start, you know, using some of that iron for the bridge bits, but no, I'll just leave it, I think. So if we put a little bit of room for a potential beaconing, can't see that we would do that for the rail. Do I want to try and support 2 bits of rail? I suppose I could feed these in for bridges. Bridge stuff. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need... These need to be one further over anyway. So, if this was the rail proper, I need steel beams. And steel beams are quite slow, in fact, aren't they? Wait, those use steel plate, don't they? Yeah, all of them do. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Steel beam. 2 steel plate, 2-second crafting time. So we're going to need like 2 of them per... But it needs 2, doesn't it? Oh no, 1. Okay. So, did that support it? Am I going mad? No. At least twice that. Crikey. Yeah. Blimey. Blimey. Blimey, Governor. Blimey. I would say I'm not fussed about doing some of these at rate. You know, I don't mind that it's slower, but if I want to make all the bridge stuff as well. Or I could just, you know, hand make bridges as I need them, because at the moment I'm not really going to need a lot of bridges. I could force them in, sort of thing, but, you know, deliberately use them, deliberately go across a bit of water, because they are pretty cool, but I don't need them. And I can always make them out of whatever I've got. We could just chop down some trees and make some wooden bridges. Because, well, I can't remember, to be honest with you. And maybe it changes for Krastorio too, but weirdly you don't need the rail for the bridge itself. But you put it across the ridge. I can't remember. Let's go back to I did fix the power plant. I can explain. So running on low power, the turbines can build up a buffer of steam, so they can run for 10 seconds on full power, which was more than enough time to fully charge the accumulators. So I'm creative with a passive power drain. Fixed it. I now have a 1.1 gigawatt 8 core, 1.4 gigawatt 10 core design. Oh, right, okay. They do take a while to kick in, so that does make sense. Because they do sort of, yeah, as you say, have an internal sort of buffering. So you only really sort of worked it out in creative, or do you mean you You know, you brought the designs over to creative, as it were. Right, so if we take that up there, so if this was steel coming in, and it becomes that, then we can have the stone up the side, because the bridges don't need stone, do they? But they do need random other things. Stone brick, that's a bit of a pain in the bum. I mean, I guess I could feed those two with just chests when I've eventually got them. So if that's that one, and that's that one, and then... So this is the actual rail, and then these are the bridges. So that's steel plate. Oh, they need iron sticks as well, those two. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, I guess we could have... So if this was just iron sticks here, like that. There. Have we made any steel yet? Desperate for this steel to get made. Yes, there is steel. We have the steel. Awesome. In fact, we've got belts of the stuff. Absolutely drowning in it. Absolutely drowning in it. Stone up there. So these are steel beams then? Yeah. That's iron sticks. Bridge stuff there. Because that's just steel plate. Which is what we're getting anyway. Okay. If I put that there. Or maybe there. Right, so chests for those, chests for those. Oh, am I out of? Oh, dear. I don't imagine... Oh, of course it's... Yeah, no, it's not going to work, is it? Because it's... It needs steel. We could stick some steel in. But then why don't I just hand make them? Okay. Okay. Someone from a Discord group gave me the knowledge that turbines build up a buffer. So I blueprinted it to create it and fix it and made a new one. Ah, right. Oops. No, wrong way. So, oh, I didn't grab the long-handeds, and that's what I was after. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, you do get these sort of odd quirks of, you know, some of the designs and some of the mechanics that almost aren't really explained. Have I ended up with 79? I'm not entirely sure if I'm going mad or there's some sort of weird things going on, because things keep ending up in my inventory without me sort of putting them there. So actually I'm going to need requesters as well, aren't I? So maybe we could sort of do something like that. Or do I want to try and just feed both of them? Because we could save a bit of space that way as well. So in other words, if we have a iron stick there. So that was the wooden. That's going to be the stone. I'll obviously need to remember to put them in the actual, you know, chests for collection, as it were. But I can't put it. That's annoying. I guess I can move it up a bit. So if we do it as a long-handed, then we could have output there. Oops. That's a sticks. That. I probably don't need. Yes, I do. Okay. So which bridge is this? This is stone. Stone bridge. Output there. So eventually there'll be a requester there. And I could put a requester there somehow, couldn't I? How can I power that? Maybe power it there? Oh, that's even better. That looks even better. So we need iron plate here now. For you. You need steel plate as well. Okay. So we've got steel plate on this one. Like that. Steel beams coming out of there. That needs steel beams. And this needs to be stone. Then we need iron. Oh, that needs iron plate. Okay. Doesn't need sticks though, does it? Oh, it does need sticks. Huh. Okay. Marvellous. So, guess if we make that sticks as well. That's the steel one. There. Steel beams? No. Steel plate, and that's fine. Iron sticks, iron plate as well. Okay. So iron plate there, there. Oh, that was going to be a requester. Output there. But it's out of range, isn't it? Yeah, brilliant. Wow. Well, okay. How goes go to? Yeah, it's going okay. I'm still sort of a bit slow with it in a sense of, we're not really. I mean, I've done a lot, but I've not really, you know, started making anything. Well, I need like steel and silicon and glass. So I'm still sort of trapped in the loop of like bolstering all the production up, which I don't, you know, have, as it were. If that makes any sense. Right. Wondering if I can get rid of one of those. And it has to be. No, I can't. Okay. Let's put like there. There's no chest for this one. Stacks of that. We're still enjoying it and stuff. I just a bit aware that I kind of haven't done. Why is there no power here? In a sense, done anything. Oh, it's one too far away. That's annoying. There we go. Right, so eventually this will be stone. This needs to be steel. And this is iron plate, which is the only one we can connect at the moment. Must be nice to be learning in Factorio again. Yeah, it's it is a bit sort of. I mean, I feel like I learn something new every time I play. Do you need steel beams? You don't. You don't. So that doesn't really need to go up that way, that far. Steel plate. Yes, it is nice to be properly learning big scale newness, as it were. But so I'm sort of aware that so I built a heck of a lot, but I mean, I haven't done any science for like 3 streams. I could do some, but it's all a bit pointless because I haven't even built any of this stuff, let alone, any new thing I would unlock. And it's not like we're going to get attacked by biters, so that's not a problem. But yeah, it's because it's basically the real problem was the iron ran out. This iron patch where it was down here somewhere, that's completely gone. So I was going to keep this going to feed everything for this, and then build these, but the iron's gone. So I was kind of thinking before I started this endeavour, what do I just train some iron in, or because there isn't any iron patches over here at all. And the nearest one was this one, and it was like, well, I mean, it turned out there's one here as well. I didn't know about that one. And I don't think there's any over here either. Oh, there you go. There's a tiny bit of it. So there might be a bit more iron over there. But I was like, well, that means we're going to have to build, do something else. And I could have just trained it over. But I was like, well, I might as well start the proper smelting arrays, etc. It's grown and grown and grown. I thought we'd be all right with just a couple, and then start building these, and it's just like eating entire 4 lanes of iron sort of thing. It's like, well, okay, so we need more iron. But yeah, we're getting there. What are you lot moaning about? So it's all about the fast inserters not being here. Is that it? Well, there's the solar panels. Oh, and one. Okay, are we literally missing one? I thought we were missing 4. We are. It's just obviously a bigger list of. It's like 5, in fact. Okay. But yeah, so there should be a load of steel stacked up here. So we'll wander up, grab a load of steel. Because what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to stick the steel in a train here. So we'll have another station. It's a bit of a rubbish place for it because it's exactly opposite that one. I mean, I could put it here, but then we're sort of belting it all the way over there. But I then need to decide where the heck I'm going to put the unload. Probably here would make sense, wouldn't it? And then I could feed it directly into the bus up here. Okay. But then we're going to need a heck of a lot more steel. And a heck of a lot more trains. How can I get stone in as well? Let's have a look and see if we've got... Oh, there's a stone patch there, isn't there? Ha ha ha. Covered over with belts, but we could mine some of that and just bring it in temporarily. I'm thinking maybe we have 2 stations. One for... Oh, there's stone there as well. One for steel and one for stone. Just unloading here. Maybe. But as I say, I need to make silicon and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I quite fancy the madness of making the steel up here and, bringing it up. Right, I could have made the steel here. I thought if I didn't, if I wasn't doing that. But But yeah, let's train it over that way. What the hell? Okay, so we'll go and tap that stone. Have I got any miners on me? Yeah, I have. Okay. Let's go and grab that stone, and we'll feed it down, you know, along this way. And then we can... So which lane do we want to bring it down on, actually? Because we could do... I don't know how many lanes of green circuits I need, but... What I'm thinking is we do wood. I haven't got the request, have I? So if I leave that one sort of spare... So this is the tricky part, not knowing how many you need of everything. So if we brought... We want stone and we want steel. Whether it's multiple lanes and we actually need multiple lanes of green circuits, I do not know. But we can certainly add some belts in here. Get rid of that end part. And we can just mine this bit of stone. Okay, have I got my... Okay. Got that there. If I move you over? No. Let's just copy and paste it. I'll dig the blueprint out again. There. Oops. Oh, how are we doing on power? Oh, crikey. Oh, no, of course it's got this weird thing. It didn't connect the power poles for some reason. I'm guessing that's some kind of mod conflict. No, wait. Oh, it needs to be that one. Okay, so we'll turn this into one belt of stone. Why did I do that? What I meant to do was that. Well, it's not quite enough for one belt, is it? But you can take it over here and feed it along there. So that gets us some stone. Whether it's enough or not, I don't know. Actually, if that ends up being steel, don't really need it to be all the way up there. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, kind of thinking anyway, that we put a station, say, here. We've got station, there we go. Station there. If I put it here, I'm closer to the fuel. But I'm also then interacting with that. We could put it there. But then we're hitting the stone. Maybe if I just do it end on... And I can put a T-junction if I want to put something else here. Dunno. Let's put it there-ish. So I need a T-junction here. So we want to get rid of that. Oh, it's not in radar range. That's annoying. There. With the old straight rail. Whoops. Down there. That one. Or do we want one more? No, that's perfect. So that's the station there. Should have a fueling thing. somewhere. So we're going to be unloading. Oh, I didn't fix these for... Okay. Where's the... Where... Oh, the fueling. There we go. So... would be that, wouldn't it? Okay. Gonna need to get... Okay. Let's go and tweet that at some point. So if I was to bring the about there-ish, I guess. I don't know. I mean, how's your general attempt to get achievements going? I assume that's what you're working on, or are you mega basing back to mega basing? Right, so we need to unload steel. I guess I could copy this up. It's not really going to be in that sort of volume. Oh, and that's... Oh, it's on technically on the wrong side, but that's fine. So we do that there. Oh, the bots are coming. The bots are coming. What are we missing? I need a train then, don't I? I don't suppose they've made a train down here. Oh, it's 10 trains and 14 carriages. Okay. Am I in the logistics range? Okay, let's turn that back on then. Oh, it's dumped out my pipes and stuff. Don't take my pipes away from me. I like my pipes. And turn that to 100. Okay. Oh, it's bringing me rail as well. Didn't think we had any rail. Has this stone started flowing? The stone has started flowing. Okay. It's on that lane. So we can hook that up to here. Like so. Well, eventually. So we want a little bit of a break in them. That on there. That up there. Whether stone's going to be used for anything else, I haven't a clue. That's part of the fun. Right. So this out. I'm planning on this one being the steel, aren't I? Okay. So if the station is there, then really I need to sort of chop this off here, I guess. I'm going with my mega base, design, build and test pieces. When all pieces on, quick job to build the base, yeah. I guess... So do I want to bother with this? I guess if it ends up being lots of lanes of steel, because it turns out we need that, then that's fine. But I think I'll just sort of join these all together, really. And there's a strong argument for it not being... Hang on, what am I doing there? It not being... Not being what? A 4-carriage train. Okay. Let's just do it that way. power's not connected because there's no rail on that. Did they ever bring me all my stuff that I requested? You've got to keep an eye on them. They're quite lazy, the bots. So what we're waiting for? We're waiting for... Oh, I didn't put the train order on anyway. That's not that. That's on me, that one. I'll give them that. So we want 2. And we want 4. Right. Okay. I'm guessing these guys, companion drones, have filled in as much of the rail as I can actually build just yet. But we can sort of dash up and grab a load of steel and just stick it in the machine to make the rest of the rail. Or I could handcraft it, couldn't I guess? In fact, I could handcraft a load now. Don't need to be precious about the steel anymore. Still bringing them. Okay. Did I connect the fuel up? I didn't, did I? Because there's a bit with no radar. This bit here. Okay. So how are we gonna do this? What we could do is if we put that on there, I should do that one on there as well. And then we just put a little split in there. So I should oh. I'd normally be doing it with requester chests by now, but I don't have any requester chests. And are you going to be right in the way? You are, aren't you? What a pain in the bum you are. Let's just do that. Did I go outside of range then? And you? Oh no, you brought me them. Okay. Do I need any of the other stuff? Maybe the signals. How are we doing? So how much rail are we short by? Can't tell. So that's like 60, 200, 400 maybe? Okay. So that's 200... And it's 1-to-1, isn't it? So we do need 400 bits of steel. Okay. Sure there'll be that much. Rail signals are still coming. Let's just leave that for the time being. Okay, let's go and... So what we might be able to do is build the train, drive up to the steel station, because we have to build the steel station as well, aren't we? Right. In fact, that's not what I want to call that now then, is it? If I'm going to have a separate station, I guess we need like a double naming thing, maybe? I know. So that's iron for steel. Okay. Have I still got all that fuel? Yes, I have. Okay. No. No. This is going to be a bit bonkers. It's going to be one of those where it sits there for absolutely ages trying to fill up. And then when it arrives, it sits on the other end for absolutely ages trying to empty. Right. Where do we actually want to go? I guess we want to go up to here. Oh, there's still that bit missing as well, isn't there? Okay. let us grab this steel that we've made. Which one? Oh, they've got steel in. Okay. Why have you got steel in? Or did it grab iron plate? Oh, it hasn't got an inserter to put it out. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so that gets me 100 bit of rail now. And we can go and put it in the machine, in theory, but where do we actually want to put the steel station? I mean, given to say it's going to sort of sit there, all the trains seem to be very, like, you know, they're going to be very infrequent because they hold an enormous amount in this. So do I need to worry too much about horrible rail junctions? What I'm basically building up to there is sticking it in here, which is probably a terrible idea. So if it was there, and then we put the actual station there, it's a bit missing from the landfill there. I need another station, don't I? So the problem is the signalling here. Could well get problematic, but as I say, these carry so. I mean, this. How much has this actually got in it? I mean, it's a quarter empty, and it's got 26,000 iron pieces in it. So I think stackers and stuff may be irrelevant. I don't even think I'm going to be producing that much. Okay, so that's all my iron. Sorry, all my rail gone, isn't it? Oh no, they're still making it. Okay, so can I get... No, I haven't made that either. Okay. Okay, let's copy the fuel bit over then. Where would it be? Be there, I guess? Whoops, didn't grab the... all of the inserters. It's going to be there. Opposite that power pole. That. And then I guess we can just hive a bit off of there. Take it across there. Let's go and do that bit while those bits are... I keep calling bits of steel, bits of railway. Get finished. So if we cross maybe here. Like that. Let's make a little path through the forest. Something like that. Little splitter there. Cross there. They can reach? No. Cool. Oops. Thought I killed all you trees. Connect that to there. Where are we going with this? Over here. underground. Like that. There. Is that finished? No. Okay, so we've got the station now. Cool. So this is now steel plate load. I mean, it's 6 o'clock. I can't believe it's taken so long. I guess I could... Yeah, let's just leave it without a number. Honestly, I thought I'd get silicon done today as well. It's because, as I say, I'm building these, like, in a sort of... I was going to say over-engineered. They're not really over-engineered. But I'm building the full builds. Probably a lot before I need to. Wait, have you not got... Oh, we're literally missing that little bit of track. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe I could punch a few rocks and get some stone. 23, so that gets me 11. Will that be enough? Maybe. Let's do... What? Oh, there you go. Another 17? I'm sure that'll be enough. Okay. He says. Yeah, apparently not being enough. Oh, I'm still making them. Okay. Let's go to manual. So what we want to do is we want to go to load and fill up. And then we... Oh, I didn't make that station, did I? Nuts. Okay. So we need that station as well. How much steel have I got now? Only about 500. Okay. But you can go... I'll cross the track first, but you can go to there. And you can at least fuel up. And I can grab a bit of the old steel to make sure we've got enough. I can get as far... Oh, yeah, blooming... Okay. Makes me inserters as well, then. I'll get this hooked up. Obviously, I'll normally be ending about now, but we'll get this hooked up. It won't take long, especially I just want to get it flowing. And I guess we'll pick up silicon at some other point. I was planning on switching back to... Have you? I bet you just put those over there, didn't you? Why did you do that? I was planning on switching back to one of the other series next week. Which one, I don't know. Probably... Oh, well, they're in, but that's fine. Yeah, so if we get on... And as far as we can get is there. So if we go to here... What? I think... Yeah, so we'll hook this up, but we'll have to leave silica for another week. Maybe I'll do one of each. We'll do one of these, get the silica on going. Might do a bit between. So really, I'm enjoying this. Why are you not building that? Oh, I turned you off, didn't I? Okay. So if I flip that back to manual. Is that all the track? Yeah, that looks like it. So I'll have to get out on foot. Run down to the rail thing. Put this steel in it. What do we need? I say we need about, was it 400 bits? It won't take long. I mean, that's 200 seconds, which is only 3 minutes, so it won't take long at all. Do I have long? I've got long powerhouse. Yeah, I'll call that a stream then. I say we'll be back next week, and I think now, I say having not actually done silicon, we'll get that whole part of. We'll have a stream doing that basically. Assuming I can get it all done. Oh, I need to go in there, don't we? I imagine that's not quick enough, is it? Oh no, seems okay. But tomorrow we'll be picking up Dyson Sphere program. I've been doing a bit of work on it. We've got a bit of a problem on the home planet that we're not making any proliferation stuff. The reason being, we've basically run out of carbon nanotubes. And the reason we're running out of carbon nanotubes is because we've run out of carbon. In the sense that I'm not making enough. I've set several of the... Basically, the only place I'm making... It's like the graphite sheet, or whatever it calls them. The rods, basically. Carbon rods. The only place I'm making them is on the home planet. Everywhere else I'm dragging... I'm bringing them in via the logistic spots. I'm not actually making them. Not actually making them on the planet. So so for example, the purple science requires the graphite rods, the carbon rods, and it can't give me them because it doesn't have them because say they're only being made in a very small quantity on the home planet, and being made out of carbon as well mostly. So what we need to do is set up basically some planet. Well, we need to process the oil into carbon basically. And I don't think it's sensible to do that on the home planet. So what I'm thinking is we go to the Dyson planets and we do it there. What I've called Dyson planets, which is basically just raw materials for making the Dyson sphere. But it means all proliferation has basically stopped, which has caused a lot of the sciences and stuff to go out of whack because they're not making the extra materials. I kind of knew we were going to run out of proliferation, but I hadn't figured it would be the carbon nanotubes that would fall over. I thought we'd run out of coal on the home planet. Because what we could do is make proliferation on the Dyson planet as well. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. How many got there? So that's over 800, isn't it? Over 8,000. So let's get ourselves a train, bringing in steel, and then suddenly a lot of stuff will kick in. I'll hook them up, to make, like the inserters and all that sort of stuff, and then just leave it running, as I say, like I did with the belts last night. Can I just run up the railway? Might as well. It's always entirely safe to run up railways. That's what we know from real life. So we want that, and then we want unload. Not that it'll unload, will it? Because I've not switched those out. It's like them stack inserters I'll make. Well, I need advanced circuits in it, so we probably won't make them. Why is there no... That's too long, isn't it? That must be an error in the blueprint. Huh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's run up the railway. Put hopefully it all in. I think what's confusing me, so they seem to grab stuff, and they'll grab like an entire stack. Because watch the rail amount going up and down. I think they grab, if they go like, right, I need to do a rail job, they'll just grab an entire stack of rail out of my inventory. And that's why things keep fluctuating around, because they grab an entire, you know, unlike the bots which just take 3 or 4, they grab an entire stack. Okay. Right, so I need to go down to unload. We can't reach it. Why can't we reach it? We would empty there. We can't reach it. Why not? No path. Oh. Is that just because it was across the junction? No. What's missing here then? There's nothing missing. What are you complaining about? Oh, it's decided it's okay now. Oh, I suppose technically I'm fueling that at both ends, aren't I? Which I don't really need to do if it's just going back and forth. Yeah, whatever. Have we got any steel to load on? No, because I haven't put any loading station on. Okay, let's get that bit done. Put that on manual. Right, so a loading one. A loading one. Let's just take that bit. And then okay, thanks for yeah. Thanks for joining me again, Grim. Always good to have you chatting away, saying hello, etc. Not, you know, not that I'm saying always happy if people just watch. Basically, I'm not. Plus, if people don't want to chat, just want to watch, that's fine by me. Right, so put that there. Oh, I put it in the wrong place, didn't I? There. That. This is where we discover I've got sort of twice as much steel as I think I've got. Well, it isn't where we discover that, because... Where's the... Because there's no inserters, so a lot of them are just not going to work. You're not going to bother with those bits about them. Okay, I'll do those bits then. Right. Yeah, need the... Oh, I can't even do the fast inserters. Let's grab some of this steel then, and I'll make some of them. Right. Yes. So I think we'll call this done. I'll just make these here. Quite keen to just give it a run through and make sure it sort of properly works. You know, without any real, you know, we'll leave it to just chunk through and actually, you know, fill up and empty and all that sort of stuff. But if we drive back the other way, not load, unload. So it now at least fills up, or has the option to fill up. Does it work unloading as well? The companion drones are like the same speed as the blooming train. So they are a bit OP then. Right, so there is a path now then. What were you moaning about before? Cool, so there is steel flowing onto the bus. Yeah, I'll hook all of that up and I say we'll leave it sort of running so that it fills up and empties and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that'll take a while, I think. Yeah, I'll hook up the inserters and all that. But yeah, so there we go. So that's it for this week. So next week we will do a stream at the least, trying to hook up silicon. I'm not going to overpromise, I think, and if we don't even finish that, then fine. But hopefully we can get that one done. Let's bring up the old schedule in case anyone is unaware. Schedule. Yes, so I basically stream the weekends, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I stream Dyson Sphere Program on Fridays and Mondays, and Factorio, one of a range of series, on Saturdays and Sundays. They all start at 3 o'clock. Apart from Mondays when I have work, so I start at 5. If you wanted to catch up with any of the series that I've done or am doing, then I have a YouTube channel. It is the same as my username on Twitch, Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles. So if you wanted to, catch any of them over there, then that's where you can do that. Yeah, it's a bit of a chill one today, and so I am slowly chugging away. We'll get to a point, as I say, where it will sort of all suddenly kick back into gear. And we'll get into the mysteries of the new sciences and stuff. But I'm kind of almost future-proofing at the moment. So, you know, this is a fairly permanent, you know, this will be the base, basically. Yeah, so say, if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Krastorio 2. Thanks for watching. Cheers.